back to North Forsyth Sports Podcast, special edition, Super Bowl predictions.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we're going to start out with the keys to the game. What's the keys for the Green Bay Packers?
The keys for the Green Bay Packers to win. Their first key, they got to protect Rodgers. Second key, Rodgers got to get it going, and they got to get the run game going. And the wide receivers got to do a better job of catching the ball. Plain and simple.
I agree with Jamal. You know, that's just part of football. He right. They gotta get Rodgers going. You gotta start the run game because against Pittsburgh, the running game wasn't all that great.
Can't become one-dimensional. You can't pass on every play.
You can't.
Yeah, it wasn't, bro.
And they got to pick apart the secondary. Secondary is really not that good.
Yeah,
Troy Polamalu is the best player on the secondary. Ike Taylor, I don't even know the other dude. That's the point.
And then they got to protect it from Harrison. They just got to protect Rodgers. Their O-line got to do an outstanding job in the Super Bowl. But then their defense really got to step it up. That line has to play just like they played last week against Chicago. If they do that, they might come out with a win.
They have to fill the whole.
I think they might just come out with a win. Ain't gonna be no mind. I think the score. Man, if I'm going to predict the score, I think the score gonna be 28.
We're not doing predictions yet.
I don't want to predict it anyway. I think it's gonna be 28-14. That's what I think the score would be.
All right.
Pittsburgh lost.
Now we're gonna do keys to the game for Pittsburgh. All right. First key to the game, I think they lost their first center, their first string center. So now they gotta play with Legreski.
That's going to hurt them.
Yep. Because
He ain't got that
defensive
much
tackle
practice.
for Green Bay, Roger,
BJ.
very good.
Yep.
Bro, a beast, bro. He passed good. Oh, he a beast. He a monster.
All right, second key to the game. They're going to stop Clay Matthews Jr., leader of sacks in the regular season. And also, they got to stop the secondary. The secondary is just, they're nice. Trent Williams, 3 interceptions postseason. Shields, 2.
Nasty.
Wilson's a Pro Bowl corner.
Nasty.
And he likes to go up on the corner blitz. They're going to have to watch that because he's already got a sack for the postseason.
Nasty.
Personally, I think the keys to the game for the Pittsburgh Steelers to win this Super Bowl, they got to have that defense that they came out against the Jets. The first half, they shut them down. First half, they shut them down. They came out with aggression. They came out with tenacity and a will to take over and dominate that game. And they did. They did a good job. You know, they held them back. They held them off. But they got to keep that throughout the whole game. They can't slack off on the Packers because the Packers, they can score. Aaron Rodgers, he's going to throw the deep ball. You got to watch out.
Well, my biggest thing is for Ben to get going. That's the biggest key of all. They got to get the passing game going. Last week against the Jets, they got it going in the first half. They got to get the run. They already got the running game. If Mendenhall shows up like he did this in the Super Bowl, like he did last week, they're going to win.
Yep.
But that passing game has to get going. Hines Ward has to get going. Wallace has to get going. They got to get it going not only in first half, but in every quarter. They have to get the passing game going.
All right, so now on to what we've been waiting for. Super Bowl predictions.
Predictions.
All right, Dominique, who you got and why?
Well, mine was the Steelers at first because they're underdogs. The reason why they're underdogs, I mean, they hate it on right now. Everybody wants Steelers lose. They don't win every year, you know what I'm saying? They won for the last 2 years. So everybody, they the underdogs right now because they going to win. It's most likely it was a win, so they're underdogs. But in reality, I want the Green Bay to win for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want somebody different. I'm getting tired of seeing the Steelers go, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, it's ridiculous, you know what I'm saying? And then the Green Bay got a better team than, believe it or not. They just got to know doing what they're doing and know how to use it and put it in the right spots, and they might just win. But, I mean, Pittsburgh, that mean they can win, but is they going to win? No. So my prediction is Green Bay Packers because Green Bay Packers is a beast, you know what I'm saying? Defense is a beast. Tremendous, you know what I'm saying? You ain't never heard that with Tremendous. All right?
Well, my pick
That's
is
a word, right?
I think the game will go into overtime. We'll have our first Super Bowl overtime game. The Packers is going to win 27-24.
28-14.
They're going to win. Aaron Rodgers, big key factor. They're not going to be able to stop him. Once he get going, they can't stop him when he's moving out the pocket, when he stays in the pocket. The running game's going to show up this week. They're going to get it going.
All right.
What's up?
So, I think it's Green Bay is going to win for a lot of reasons. One, it's a quarterback's game. Aaron Rodgers versus Big Ben. You look at it, Aaron Rodgers wins in completion percentage, passing yardage, touchdowns. Passer rating is a lot better. Rushing yards, even rushing, he's a lot better. Rushing yards, rushing touchdowns, he leads that. The only thing Big Ben don't have, that he has
Experience,
less
bro.
interception. He's got more experience and he has less interceptions, but he doesn't throw the ball as much as Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Nah, because Green Bay's a passing team, bro.
Right. Also, during postseason, number one rank in yards, number one rank in points, number one rank in sacks, interceptions, and the second best rushing offense. Since they got starts, they have been the number one rushing. He's the number one running back in the postseason. Now, during the regular season, they had a bunch of injuries. Grant got out first game with a
Concussion, bro?
Severe concussion.
Wow.
Put him out for the whole season. Jackson, their second string, got out for the whole season. And so they came to Starks. 6th-round draft pick out of Buffalo.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, he's coming out of nowhere. They accelerating the running game.
Showing up.
Yep.
They still have one of the best defenses in the league. Last year, they had number 2 ranked defense in the league next to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, this year, in the postseason, number 1 ranked defense. Number 1 ranked offense.
They on. They hot like hell.
Steve?
Man, I'm gonna go with the Steelers on this one. I don't know. I can't help it. I just have a feeling in my gut. I think the Steelers are gonna come out. They're gonna control the line of scrimmage. They're gonna run the ball, and they're gonna establish their passing game through the running game. They're gonna start running, and then once that happens, they're gonna have to drop back their secondary. They're gonna have to move up their secondary, and then they'll be able to pass the ball. But if Ben Roethlisberger doesn't get sacked too much, and he can get the ball out of the pocket and into his receiver's hands, they might just have a chance.
Well, there you have it. North Forsyth Sports Podcast, Super Bowl predictions. We out of here. We be back. Carolina Panthers.
Salute.